Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High, our Creator and our power, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our Deliverer, the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Call Halamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodas. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. And salutations, peace, blessings, and safety be unto the hopeful elect out there. It's going to be a quick lesson, straight to the point. Lord willing, I pray it is edifying. But the title of this lesson is, anything can happen at any time, so stay ready. Okay, anything can happen at any time, so stay ready. Now, we know we protected. We know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is looking after us. And as long as we continue to do the Lord's will, man, and serve Him, we're going to have that protection and that hedge from the angels that the Lord has given charge to protect us and to guide us in our way. But at the same time, you don't want to be foolish, and you don't want to tempt the Lord in just being reckless and not actually taking precautions. You want to stay ready. And I'm not talking about the type of stay ready that the world uses or that they understand, as far as getting strapped up and having a whole arsenal of guns and storing up gold and silver and cash, a pantry full of groceries, non-perishables and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying. Now, to balance it out, it is a wise thing to acknowledge those things. You can put a little bit of, you can have a few, pieces of silver or some gold, whatever you're able to afford. Definitely acknowledge it and understand that, it may be a time where it may be usable. Okay? It may be expedient for you to go get a few pieces of silver or a few pieces of gold. It may be wise for you to go get, at least some non-perishable foods, but I'm not talking about going and filling up your garage with it or filling up your, having a whole room dedicated to non-perishable foods and, buying pounds of gold and silver and, having a whole wall or a whole safe full of guns. No, that's not what I'm saying. It would be wise for you to acknowledge those things, but the real preparation and the real way to get yourself ready for the things that we about to see, because we about to see some unprecedented things happen in the earth, man, as the Lord continues to visit this earth. Okay, but the preparation that I'm talking about is mentally, first and foremost, mentally and spiritually. Okay, getting yourself in the mind, being ready to lose it all, being ready to, if need be on the run, being ready to be separated from your family, man, for those who do have families that they deal with, or your family being separated from you, vice versa. Being ready to be cast into prison, all right? And also preparing and getting yourself ready physically. Okay, you should be being mindful of your health. You should be being mindful of your body, taking care of yourself. Just because we in the last days don't mean just let yourself go and not be tending to yourself. Because at the end of the day, our bodies is still a temple of the Most High. And we want to take care of it to the best of our abilities. Hey, you gotta utilize the best of the worst. Because all of it is shit, man. Everything that we have access to is shit, man. All right, but with what we have, we got to make use of it. We got to do what we got to do. Be mindful of your diet, man. Don't just be eating all kind of bullshit and feeding yourself all kind of greasy foods and salty foods and, excess with sugar and, so on and so forth, man. You should be at least trying to balance it out to the best of your ability, man. Getting some fruits in your body, getting some vegetables in your body. Walking. If you're not walking, if you're not running, you know, and you're not able to run much right now based on your health, start off with walking, okay? Start off with walking and work your way up, man. Walk some stairs, okay? Because eventually walking, you know, it does what it do, but eventually walking, it'll get easy, you know. So do some stairs till you can work your way up to do some, you know, do some running, some jogging, okay? Mind the herbs, man. Be considerate of the herbs. The scriptures tell you that a wise man will not abhor, right? The earth, the herbs from the earth, man. Put some herbs in your body. Drink some teas. You know, you shouldn't be indulging in pop, fucking sugary drinks and juice and Capri Suns and all that type of shit, man. That shit ain't no good. It tastes good, but that's it. That's as far as it go. And the shit really ain't even that good, man. Natural juice tastes a lot better. When you juice some watermelon, when you juice some, you know, you can drink some cherry juice, man, it has a lot of benefits. And I'm saying all of this for a reason, okay? When you juicing, not only does it taste good, it has natural sugar in it. There's no need for any additives. And also, it gives you energy, man. Okay, it hydrates you. It has inflammatory properties in it, antioxidants, okay? It has oxidative, you know, benefits, you know. It's a lot of benefits, man, to juicing fruits, all right? It helps you build up your immune system, which segueing into the point, you have a lot going on right now, okay? The title of the lesson. Anything can happen at any time, so stay ready. You don't want to wait until there's a pestilence running rampant throughout the earth to start, you know, using the herbs. You want to be in the process of building up your immune system now, so that by chance, if somebody's near you, if somebody's, you know, it may be somebody at work, it may be a neighbor, it may be a family member, whatever. You know, somebody may contract a virus or some kind of disease, bacteria, something, and you don't know, but your body, you know, you already got your body used to eating the herbs and the supplements, and your body's strong, you know, your immune system is strong, so you're not going to have the same effects. That's not saying that we're not going to get sick at all, because you have brothers even a few years ago, including myself, that have had to go through the CV, man. I dealt with that, you know. But the Lord, he sustained us. We ain't had to go to no hospitals and get no snake piss. That's one thing for sure. The Lord sustained us. He allowed us to be healed from that. And, you know, us going through the straight gate, hey, we may have to deal with that again. We may have to go through certain pestilences and plagues, but it's not going to be the same effect as these other people are going to get it. Just like any other tribulation or any other calamity that's going to come upon the earth. We're going to be in the midst of it, man. But Lord willing, we be the Lord's elect. We're going to be preserved through it. We're going to be strengthened. We're going to be, you know, guided through all of these evils that's going to be around us, man. But we're not going to be exempt from it. But the point is, man, get yourself ready, first and foremost, mentally and spiritually, understanding that we are in evil times. The scriptures tell you to be vigilant, to be circumspect, to be sober-minded. All of that pertaining to being aware and alert, understanding what time you in, man. Okay? And taking the necessary precautions, right? A wise man, a prudent man, will foresee the evil and hide himself. Okay? We have the prudence of the Lord that he equipped us with, man. Use it. You see that, you know, because it was just something reported, you know. While I'm on the topic, it was just reported that there's a virus going around. And this virus is being transmitted by way of dust and dirt. I ain't never heard no shit like that. And I seen a video years ago. This was like around like when I first came into the truth. You know, maybe a little after, but I remember seeing this video, and I never saved the video. I never recorded it, so I can't find this video for nothing. But it was a video recorded. It was an old video, like early 2000s. It was I forget exactly who this guy was, man. An ex some kind of government official or something like that. But he pretty much was explaining and admitting that him, along with others, while working for the government, performed an experiment. And they went, I believe, I don't know if it was New York. It was in the city somewhere, but it was somewhere where there's underground transit, you know, subways. And wherever it was, I believe it was New York, but I can't confirm it. But he was explaining how they did this experiment and they had bacteria, lab created bacteria. They put it in light bulbs, you know, the old light bulbs that you unscrew. And they also put it in the exhaust, the muffler of vehicles. And for the vehicles, they just put the bacteria in the muffler of the vehicles and drove around the city and just spread that bacteria that way. And they also used those light bulbs full of the bacteria and went to the trains, right, the subways. And when the train came, they smashed it under the train and let that train, the wind that came from that train, spread that bacteria. And then they got up out of there. And I'm listening to this shit like, this is so fucking wicked. And that's immediately what came to my mind when I heard about this recent virus that's being spread, apparently by way of dust and dirt, which is how? Okay, they said it's not a virus. They said it was a fungus. A fungus is being spread by way of dirt and dust. And Vegas is a very dusty area. You know, it can get real dusty. We even have dust storms, man. But yeah, I'm saying all of that to say, man, hey, stay ready, man, because it's a lot going on. You know, not only do you have pestilences on the way, and, you know, plagues. Excuse me. You also have a lot of tension growing, man, racial tension. You know, stay vigilant. You know, keep looking around. You know, pay attention to what you're indulging in on the internet, the people you hanging around, the type of conversations you have, and be mindful. Okay? It's a lot going on right now, man. And it's no sign of slowing down. And you shouldn't expect it to slow down because the scriptures don't tell you that it's going to slow down. It only tells you that it's going to get worse. All right? I'm going to start off with Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, right? Transgression is another word for sin, okay? Evil. And the wicked are being multiplied. Now, you know, and yeah, it's talking about the wicked, you know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, but it's talking about everybody that's wicked. Everybody that's entertaining this man's ways and taking part in this man's ways. You have our people that's given to wickedness, and they're forwarding those wicked acts, man, when we supposed to be hating the evil and loving the good. But Jake, you know, they cleaving to it. You have a lot more hatred and a lot more division amongst our people, which is supposed to be like that because it's written. Okay, a lot more, these are very sensitive times. Okay, these are very unpredictable times. And the scriptures tell you that in the last days, perilous times shall come. Okay, that word perilous, it's double-fold. When you go into the blue letter, it speaks on that perilous meaning dangerous, but also it means uncertain. Because there's going to be so much going on, you never know what's next. Excuse me. And that's exactly why we got to stay close and get closer to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because this shit getting wicked out here, man. And if you don't have the hedge of the Lord, hey, you will get caught up in it. You not might, you will get caught up in the bullshit. It's gonna be something because it's so much to get into. And if it ain't one thing, it's gonna be another. So we got to get closer to the Lord, man, because that's where our protection is. That's where our hedge is. Okay? Excuse me. Yeah. All right, but it says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, but the righteous shall see their fall. And that's what we looking forward to, man, seeing the fall of this wicked kingdom, all of the evil works of this kingdom, and righteousness to finally be established, man. I'm gonna go from there to 2 Esdras 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, right? Mortal thoughts meaning fleshly thoughts, okay? Thoughts pertaining to this flesh, which is dying, all right? Base level thoughts, man. Thoughts that are restricted to your senses, you know, fear, anxiety, doubt, you know, even lust, even pleasure, and, you know, things of that nature. Okay, let go of them thoughts, man. Okay, because if you acknowledging that it's a lot going on right now, and that whatever is going on right now is going to increase, it's going to be more happening. While you're acknowledging that, don't be afraid, don't be fearful, and don't be doubtful. All right, don't let that doubt demon get on you and get you wavery. You know, get the wavering, man. This is cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. All right, and that's why part of us staying ready, right, which we in the process of getting ready, which you should be already, you know, getting yourself ready mentally, spiritually, and physically, you know, but we still have growth. We still have to grow. There's still more to do, all right? And the Lord will, you know, continue to level us up, you know, and allow us to adapt with whatever comes, all right? But it said, let go of the weak nature, man. All right? Let go of the weak nature, man. Weakness. All right? And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So, expect it. Anticipate it. It's like when you know, it's best to see a punch coming than to get hit with that punch that you don't see, because that's the one that's gonna knock your ass out. Whether it be on your chin or in your stomach, man, it puts you out. So anticipate the punch so you can be able to roll with it or absorb it, man. And the only way we're gonna be able to do it is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua giving us the strength. Because the way these, you know, the things that's coming, these people are not going to be able to endure it, man. And as much as they think they are, they may think they ready, they may think they prepared. They're not, man. You can't prepare for, you know, the king of terrors. You can't prepare for the things the Lord about to show in the earth. It's a lot of evil things, man. And we want to be able to endure, man. We want to be able to stand when those evils come. Get yourself ready, you know. Like I said, the scripture says, make yourself ready to the battle. Ready to thy battle. And again, it says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So it's going to get worse. You're going to see more murder, suicides. You're going to see more division, more racial tension, more war threats, more pestilences and plagues, more insecurity with food storage and food availability, right? Because famine got to come. More of everything that people are not looking forward to. More of all of that. Everything that people try to avoid, they try to ignore or block out. All of that is gonna come. And it's gonna come at once. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Okay? And you know, we acknowledge that, man. And we want it to come. We hasten it. Not that we, you know, are looking forward or we excited about being in evil times. No, we excited about the aftermath of those evils. Lord willing, we endure the evil, and the Lord protect us from the evil that he's going to bring. We looking forward to the salvation and the peace and the, you know, the righteousness that comes after all of that, man. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, the wiles is the trickery, the cunning plans of the devil. Because it also says how, you know, this man is on, he's on a hunt He's walking around as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, man. Setting traps. You know, he coming with more of his witchcraft through AI, okay, to deceive a lot of people, man. You got grown ass men using AI, and it's altering people's faces to look like women, or to look like a whole completely different person, man. You got to be aware of that witchcraft and that those enchantments as well that's going out on the internet, man. Shit, AI is getting out of hand right now. And we understand that what we have right now, as far as what's accessible and what's being seen by the public, that's only surface level shit. We talking about artificial intelligence that's beyond, you know, stuff so powerful and so effective that, like the scriptures say, man, if so be, or excuse me, if possible, that he shall, you know, through his pretty much his miracles and his what's the word they use? His lying wonders, right? If it was possible, he would deceive even the very elect. But the Lord is going to continue to keep the elect sober, okay, discerned, and just aware, man, to not fall for that. All right, but that shit is real, man. That AI shit, I hate that AI shit. But hey, that's what we got. So that's why we gotta stay armed, man, with the spirit, power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, with those attributes. Okay. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." And that's the whole goal, is for us to, you know, want to stand. We want to stand. We don't want to be overcome by the evils, whether it be a plague or pestilence, or whether it be famine, or whether it be, you know, the Civil War, whether it be World War III, whatever it is, man. We don't want to get caught up in it and overcome by it. We want the Lord to continue to look upon us and protect us and our families, man, and our children. I pray for that for myself and for you sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters out there, that the Lord protects us and our households. All right. Get one more, man. Psalms 91:1. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." And those are the ones that's going to receive protection in all of this. But what does it mean to abide under the shadow of the Almighty? Consider the Lord, man. Hey, acknowledge him in all your ways. Do his will. Okay? Put yourself aside. Do the Lord's bidding. Okay? Stay locked into to what the scriptures say. Follow that instruction. All right? "I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust." And also, you know, not trusting in yourself or leaning into your own understanding. You know, have faith in the Lord, man. It says the just shall live by faith. Follow what the Lord say. All right? Follow what the Lord say. Be obedient, and the Lord gonna take care of the rest. All right? Like it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and all of these things shall be added unto you." You got to believe that. Verse 3, "Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence," which that's talking about the nuclear destruction. "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler," right? Which is safety, you know, protection, security. Not your AR, not your silver rounds, not your gold bars, not your non-perishables, but Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. okay? But in the meantime, hey, keep watching. The Lord is making a lot of things come to pass, man, and it's a beautiful show, you know. And we not just watching it, we in it, but we watching it as well. But you know, and we want to be on the good side of, you know, what the Lord is directing, okay? But Lord willing, I pray this was edifying. That's pretty much it. I don't want to make it too long. Hey, with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Makakwadash. The double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety unto the hopeful elect out there. Hey, DTA, Abba, Ball, Kwame Yashua. Until next time, Shalom.